So I think Goldie's a player. I think he keep it player. I think he has a lot of good points, but this is one of those few points I just do not agree with at all. So I'm gonna go over this real quick. So shout out to young Goldie.
There with another to realize, goddamn.
Hold on, let me see this again.
Sometimes you gotta go out there and fuck with another to realize, goddamn, my was him. I don't expect this motherfucking funky broad to be perfect for 4 or 5 years. I know we gonna go through some shit, but I got the remedy for that shit. And guess what? Sometimes the remedy is you can't fuck with me for a minute because you need to go out there and see what's really out there so you can appreciate me better. And no amount of talking is gonna make you realize that only the experience, unless the woman does.
Yeah, I do not agree with nothing you're saying. Okay, not even in the slightest.
As a super out of pocket offense, don't lock the door on a woman. I might close the door on a woman, but please believe that motherfucker ain't locked. Because if she come correct, if she come proper, if she come the way she need to come, then she need to know if she twist that, it's gonna open. A lot of times, what you don't understand is breaking up with a woman is part of a relationship cycle. And it will never get to that great bond with a woman. Seldom will you ever be with a woman and it just be good for 2, 5, 10, 15 years. You think a 15-year marriage, they ain't gone through some. Okay, so what I'm saying is just because y'all fell out does not mean that you say I can't mess with her never. What you say is I'm going to close the door, but I ain't going to lock the door. So if she come correct, if she come proper, if she changes the things we had an issue with, if she come overly with it to make up for what she may have done, as long as it's not no huge offense, of course, we ain't tolerating nothing crazy. But if it just came to a disbursement because of we couldn't agree on something, she couldn't act a certain way, she couldn't appreciate me in a certain way, guess what? Those things she can learn in my absence. And a lot of times she not going to learn it until she has my absence. So you don't appreciate a lot of things until you don't have it. Sometimes you got to go out there with another to realize, goddamn, my was him. So until she don't have you, she can't appreciate you. And I'm not saying you allow her back, but what a real player do is he close that door, he don't lock it. Only a nigga who not a player gonna close the door and lock the door and he's so upset, bitch, you can't believe you left me.
Nah, see that's where I'm just gonna have to disagree with this nigga's commentary. So this is how I feel, right? And I said this to a few of my exes. Some girls, some exes in my life were able to go out and fuck with another nigga, and I took them back. But typically, what happens when I take a girl back after she messes with another dude, is kind of like I can't take her as serious because it's like shit ain't work out between you and this guy, so you coming back to what's safe. Like you feel like I'm like a launch pad for you to go, jump on dick, basically. That's how I look at that shit. So for me, I tell the chick, I'm like, listen, you can do whatever you want. I'm really not controlling it. You can move however you want to move. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. But as soon as you mess with another dude, you start fucking with another dude, I'm not taking you back. Maybe I'll get a little head here and there. Maybe I'll put you through there maybe once or twice, but it's never going to be the same. And eventually you're going to fall off because you're coming back to me because you want what we had before you went off. And it's kind of just like, you're not going to get that back. And I'm not even going to act like I'm going to get that back to you because I'm not. You see what I'm saying? So for him, now some dudes say, nah, I'm going to take her back, but it's, I'm just going to be smashing. It's not going to be nothing else. And I was like, no, you're not. Like, as a dude, and I've said this shit on every stream, and I'm going to keep saying it to y'all. I'm going to keep saying it to you guys so that y'all can understand the gospel in your head, right? Wherever your treasures lie, your heart will be also. If you have an ex that you loved and you were in love with, and she goes and she starts messing with another nigga and things like that, you are never going to be able to treat her just like, just like a rundown. Like you ain't going to just treat her as some shit because y'all got history. So it's like, all that's going to end up happening is that you're going to be spending time with her, right? She's going to get real comfortable, more comfortable than a chick you just, with for the night. She's going to be comfortable, and it's going to be running in your head the fact that she was with a whole nother nigga, and you got to ask yourself a bunch of questions like, was it bigger than mine? Was he, some of us don't have, weak dick thoughts like that, but we more so thinking like, why did that nigga want you? And why am I keeping you? And why are you coming back to me? And what are you comparing me to? Or did y'all fall out and you coming back to what's safe until you can get back with that nigga? So that's how I basically see it. And I'm kind of just like, nah, I can't. I can't take it back. Like I ain't gonna be mad at no shorty. You know what I'm saying? You go and find another nigga and you jumping on another dude. That's cool. Just make sure you stay with him because I'm not gonna. I can't. I feel like you need to assess me and see what you losing before you gonna make these decisions. The problem is there's no consequences for women, right? Like they don't have a lot of consequences because most of us take women back on some, nah, man, I'm just gonna be smashing, bro. I'm just gonna be smashing. I'm like, you're not just gonna smash, bro. Men, listen, if y'all listening to me, we are more emotional than we would like to give ourselves credit for. We are way more sentimental and caring for women more than we would like to give ourselves credit for. There's no way you're going to have history with a chick. She leaves you, comes back, right? And you're not going to treat her the same. You're going to treat her the same. So my whole thing is I would rather just not take you back at all. If I could get a pussy up, I'll just get a pussy up. Like, I don't even really want the pussy. I'm straight. Because that's the only thing that's going to bring us back together is going to be sex. If I take the sex out of the whole equation, it's like, I don't really want you back. I don't really, like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because we broke up the first time for a reason. You left for a reason. You might do it again because I'm not going to change that much in whatever period of time passed. And now if you with one of those girls that start getting curious about the kind of girls you were with, now you feel me? Now we in a double negative because now I'm thinking about the nigga you was with, you thinking about the girls I was with, and it's kind of just like, why don't we just separate? Like, there's really no need for us to get back together. Now, that could just be me being young and talking, right? Sometimes you got to look past people's sins. People are human; they're gonna do humanistic shit. But I just feel like, for me personally, shorty, if you with me, you understand the value that you have being with me, and when you start going elsewhere or trying to do other shit with someone else because you think someone else you basically went along and you believe that another guy was going to give you something I don't have. Ultimately, you found out that you weren't going to get the same loving from another guy as you're getting from me, and now you're trying to double back, and it's kind of just like, nah, you had the opportunity, you let it go. There's no taking you back after that. So I just, I hear him, but I can't really agree with what it is he's saying. Like, I just can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be your safety option because I know how women are. Women are super hypergamous. If they feel like they can find better and do better, they will. So if you feel like you can come back to me and I'm like your safety option, I can't take you back. So I told my ex, I said, listen, it's possible that we can get back and be a thing. But I'm like, the second you entertain another guy and you have sex with another guy and you lay down with another dude, it's over. There's no way I take you back. There's no way. And I said, I was honest with you, I said, the most I take you back is I'm gonna probably get some head. I'm like, I'll probably get some head. Like, outside of that, you think you about to get the same me, the one that was investing in your future, helping you build companies, trying to, help you scale shit. Because my relationship with like the women in my life is they know I'm the guy when they need to build something or do something or they want to like be on another chapter in their life where they're strongly progressing. That's what they treat me as. Like, okay, he was my smart boyfriend. He can help me do all this other shit. And she can't get that from Frankie or Tyrone or whoever she fucking with. So she gonna come to Mosa to do that for her. And I'm just like, yeah, I'll do it for you for a fee if you paying me. But I'm not going to be sticking around and hearing none of your emotional shit, anything going on in your life. It's just not going to be that, and it can't. And it's not about being bitter or anything like that because I'm really not a bitter guy. It's really more so just like my time. You don't qualify for my time anymore, so I can't give it to you. So I'm not taking a chick back, hoping that the streets is going to teach her a lesson. We're not doing that. I think women are highly intelligent, right? I think they know when they have a nigga of value, and they know if they're with a guy that they can take advantage of or not. I think they just know. So when they're with a guy that they know is not going to tolerate that bullshit, they don't even try it. Like, you know what? Unless I'm really ready to get away from this nigga and I really know I can find something else, I will. If not, they're going to hold it down and just thug it out, as they should. And you as a dude, too, some of us dudes, we have women in our life where we're not gonna get this again. And as I get older, I ain't that old, but it's like, yo, some of the women I've had in my life, I'm not gonna get that again. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I get something better, right? It's just whatever this woman is, whatever God built her to be, I'm not gonna find this again. So do I want to fuck this up or do I want to make this work? And some of you niggas know what I'm talking about. Some of you niggas got women in your life where you're just not gonna find that again. You ain't. So you got to ask yourself, do you want to take the chance of finding something better, right? Or do you want to keep this woman close? So shout out to Goldie, but I couldn't really agree with his point here. I couldn't. Shout out to K9 with the $2 super chat. Yo, K9, you know how much times I try to send you a super chat, bro? I think I'm gonna just wait for you to get remonetized. Said No Mas Barranquilla. I think we'll be in Barranquilla. I think I just gotta lock in Medellin for a couple months. I gotta sit down in one place for a minute. Yeah, I'm at a chapter of my life with my company that I gotta lock down. I gotta really lock in, and obviously we still gotta grow the HomiesHub. But right now, what I'm doing with my tech company right now, I really need to lock in. So I'm not going to be moving around a lot. You know what I'm saying? Someone just came in with a Cash App, but hold on. Bitcoin is also down to 64,000. Yeah, Bitcoin need to keep going down. Shout out to the $10. I appreciate the Cash App, Brody. Okay. Let me see. Small by choice. If she leave and you let her come back, she will never respect you 100% simp activity. Yes, it is. There's definitely simp vibes. Great reaction to the video. It was very fair. Yeah, I think Goldie's a player for sure, but I can't really agree with that. I think that's the kind of mentality that you almost have like a scarcity mindset. Like I ain't taking no chick back after she leave and go fuck with another nigga. Like maybe that's gonna teach her the value. Nah. If she doesn't see the value right then and there, then she's probably never gonna see it. Right? Women know. Y'all know. You know if you do some shit that most men that have respect for themselves are typically just not gonna tolerate. And when your nigga tolerate that shit, you know how you view him in the chain.